Check it. And then we live.
It's on?
Yeah, we live, yeah.
All right. Shalawam to GMS New Orleans. Okay, we got to bring in the Shabbat lesson as we always do when we all praise the Lord. The honor to the elders apostles of GMS, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect.
Shalawam.
Shalawam. Shalawam. Right. And this particular lesson we're gonna get into the global collapse, all right, and ultimately the collapse of the society, man, which is gonna bring forth famine, death, destruction, and all those things. Really, it's kind of like a spinoff from the last lesson that we went into. Basically, a lot of you jakes out there, you're gonna get rolled up on, man, by these troops that Esau has planted here and throughout America. Even when they bring in NATO, these different militia groups, all right, these mercenaries, a lot of you jakes in these hoods, in these boroughs, in these slums, you're gonna all out be a target, man. Right along with also Esau's own people, man, and you know other nations. All right. Well, you start me off with that one in Matthew. That's what you're getting.
Kind of. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
One more time, Bible Israel.
Kind of. This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Which is going on now? We see the wars, the rumors of wars, sprouting up all throughout the world, man, all throughout the globe. All right, the latest one, if you Jake's been paying attention, is over there in Ukraine, man, and they full blown getting it on. They're full blown, all right, sending guys to the spirit world, man. All right, and guess what? That's going to spiral into a global war, which we know in the scriptures is World War III. All right, which is going to bring forth the utter destruction of America. But before that, a lot of other things are going to happen too, including the draft. Okay, we keep bringing that out in the last couple of months, man. The draft is getting ready to come. A lot of you Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, you're going to get drafted, man and woman, and you Transformers, man. All right, Esau don't give a damn. You're going over there to fight in the World War III. And guess what? There's going to be a war over here in the streets of America with the sedition amongst men, what we know as what do they call it? Race riots, man. Race riots are all throughout the scriptures, and they're going to happen. They're going to be played out over here on the shores of America, from city to city, from shining sea to shining sea. You guys know?
Yeah, if you look just across, your medias and the news, protests is at an all-time high, man. Right. Which is a prelude of things that come. People are protesting peacefully now.
2 Ezra 9.
Right? You just had one of those guys, or whoever that was, they got choked out, and they protesting peacefully or whatever.
That's a dude.
Yeah, the dude.
They do it in New York.
In New York, yeah. In New York. Salaki, brother. But it was a peaceful protest. They're going to become violent protesters, man. And the wicked is going to give them bricks. And now, sooner or later, they set them bricks up, they're going to set weapons up, man. All right? That's going to help usher in those race riots. You got it out.
If I can make a point real quick, the only reason they're peaceful right now is because people can still go to the stores and get food and water and all that. They're still living in houses. When this economic collapse really hits and people lose their jobs in mass numbers and these store shelves are empty, that's when you're going to see these peaceful protests go to violent rage and hate-filled protests.
The same ones that say stop the violence. Can't we all just get along? You gotta love somebody. Well, they're gonna be the same ones that turn violent. That brings forth that animalistic nature, man. All right.
Yeah, brothers. I got something right quick.
All right. You still hold that.
Yeah, this is 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. Okay, those are to what the elders and brothers are talking about. I'll start with the first verse. Brothers can break it down. 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, and the first verse. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord."
Which we're talking about, which we speaking for what? Prophecy, man. The prophecy foretells of what's getting ready to happen. And in case in point, all right, the economic collapse, famine, all right, sedition amongst men. These are things that are classified as, in the Bible as prophecy, man, which is for to come. And we're telling you it, all right? That's what we're set up to do. The prophets and teachers and apostles of the men of the Lord are set up to tell you things aforetime. Go ahead.
It says, the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahawah, and cause them to be written in paper.
Mm-hmm. Cause them to be written in paper. And what's that? The Bible, man, the Holy Bible. All right? Go ahead.
For they are faithful and true.
Right, and guess what? This book here, that's what's faithful and true. Not no other book, not no other so-called form of what do they call it? Don't tip my tongue. Philosophies, man.
Idea.
Only the Bible is true, man. None of those other books hold weight to the Bible, all right? Because the Bible is the only book that holds what we know as prophecies, man. Go ahead, Twan.
It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee.
Yep.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
God.
You know, so basically it says, fear not the imagination against thee. Yeah, and because listen, these people, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos in America, and heathen nations, the wicked elite, okay? We ain't supposed to fear what they're conjuring up, okay? We ain't supposed to fear what they got set up. You see what I'm saying? You know? All right? It says, because what is their end goal? Their end goal is to bring out this RFID chip. That's their end goal. Their end goal is to go over there in Iran and steal all the oil via Israel. Okay? Why? Because they want to get all the oil, and Israel wants to destroy Iran because they know Iran wants to destroy them. But it's all prophecy. Okay? All right? Because then that's going to bring out Gog and Magog, which is the Russians.
Go ahead. And Iran is the one of the very last places that don't have a central banking.
Right. They don't have a central.
Yeah, well, those elite bankers have full control.
Right. Exactly. They don't have a central Rothschild bank in there. Exactly. It says, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity, which means unbelief, of them trouble thee, that speak against thee. See, you know, we're not supposed to be concerned about what people believe. Their unbelief in what the scriptures are saying, according to prophecy. You know, about the RFID chip not being the mark of the beast. You know, about the time of Jacob's trouble not happening. See, that's all unbelief. You know what I'm saying? You know, so each individual brother, we ain't supposed to fear that, man. We ain't supposed to fear if our parents don't believe. We ain't supposed to fear if our wife don't believe. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to fear if our kids don't believe. You know? Because just because you have a son doesn't mean that he's a man of the Lord. Just because you have family members don't mean that they're going to make it with you. Just because you have a wife, that don't mean that wife is going to make it with you. There's plenty of scriptures on that. The scriptures say, those that have wives, be as you have no wife. Okay? All right? Now, if she meant to make it with you, or your son, your daughter meant to make it with you, that's all in the hands of YAHAWAH, bahasham, Halalyam. But for now, we're not supposed to fear the unbelief of them, man. It says, because they don't believe in YAHAWAH, bahasham, Halalyam. It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yeah, and all the unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness, man. Because they don't have faith in YAHAWAH, bahasham, Halalyam to protect them. That's why they're going to take that RFID chip, man. That's why they're going to take that, which is in the Greek, the charagma, okay, which is written in the Bible as Revelation 13, 16 chapter, and other chapters and verses, the mark of the beast. They're going to die in their unfaithfulness, man, and by them nuclear missiles. They're going to die in their faith by YAHAWASHI shooting the lasers out of the chariots, okay? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's why I'm saying, like the Apostle Paul said, when that time comes, when the RFID chip is made mandatory, which is the mark of the beast, they're going to get that grievous sore. Because the bodies is going to be constantly trying to reject that damn thing, man. You know, so they're going to get that pus in that head. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get that grievous sores, you know? So you see any brother walking around scratching, little brother, yo, brother, what's up? Yeah, that's what Pastor God said, man. He's scratching, hiding, pus coming out of, you know, so scratching, trying to hide. Hey, man, you know, you got to watch everybody. Okay? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world. There you go. Just like what the elder brought out, man. All these things is about to happen, man. Famine. You know, the brothers mentioning how, you know, people are cool now until that famine comes, man. You see what I'm saying? Then what it's going to be? It's going to be unrest. Okay? And this chapter is going to go into it. It says, behold, saith the Lord, Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword. We know the sword is Esau's weapons. Okay? Famine, as the brother mentioned earlier, death and destruction. Okay? How's that death going to be come by? By what? By them plagues, man. By them diseases. You know? What does that sword represent? Esau coming in and using them futuristic weapons that he has, man. That he ain't showing nobody. He's going to use them on the people. You know, you got brothers in the military that already let you know, man, that look, they got weapons, man, that's out of this world, you know? They got microwave weapons that can heat up, you know, they got sound weapons, they got laser weapons. Man, Esau got all kinds of shit he ain't bringing out, okay? It says famine, death, and destruction. So famine is a big major part of what's about to come here in America, because they're already telling you that what? Remember when Sleepy Joe Biden, President Biden came into the presidency, he says it's gonna be a dark winter for people, man.
God.
You know? Okay. It says for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Yeah, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Under who? Under so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans? No, under the so-called white man, man. Okay? He's destroying the earth. He's destroying the water, the food. He got chemtrails in the air, man. He got the minds of the people bugged out over his satanic democracy. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. The whole earth is polluted under the inhabitants of thereof, under Esau, man. The sword, it says, and their earthful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, Yahawah, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's up in the spirit world, man. King Mashal, Abba Bibbins, High Priest Ariel, the rest of the brothers that pass away, the elect brothers that pass away in this truth, man. They complain and say, Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. When Yahawah, when you gonna bring this? When you gonna bring this double down? When you gonna bring Esau down? You know, they continually complaining to Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI to bring Esau down. But Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI got to do their prophecy first, man. You know, all these prophecies have to be fulfilled first, like the RFID chip, all right, which is the mark of the beast, all right. It says, and therefore saith the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, I will surely avenge them. You see, we're gonna be avenged, man. We're gonna be avenged and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them, man. Okay, Esau, you ain't escaping nothing, man. All right, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It says, but my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Okay, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plague. Now, what is that Egypt talking about? Is it talking about the ancient Egypt? No, it's talking about the modern day Egypt, which is America, man.
Right.
Okay? Because we were already delivered from Egypt by the time this was written, man.
Right.
We wasn't in Egypt no more, man. So it can't be talking about the ancient Egypt, it's talking about the modern day Egypt, which is America. Okay? So let me go to the point, because I want brothers to get, let me see. Yeah, the brothers want you to break this down. This is 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, and the 16th verse. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men."
Right. And that goes into those race riots, man. Those
Yep.
sedition amongst men. All right. Those class wars.
Yeah, race wars, class wars.
Class wars, whatever you want to name them. All right. That's talking about you so-called Negroes locking home with the so-called white man. You Latinos locking home with the so-called Chinese man.
Yeah.
All right. Out here in these streets, holding weapons, guns, you name it, man. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen on a large scale, not just here in New Orleans, but all across Babylon, man.
Yeah.
All right? And the scripture talks about it in and out, man. They're going up in your houses, taking your goods, all right? Ravishing your woman, all types of things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, a lot of you just going to get rolled up on like that, man. All right? And it happened before. It happened in 96 with the Rock and Key riots, man. Was a prelude to what's really getting ready to come, man.
Yeah.
All right? Jake down there burned down half of LA during that time behind that shit, man. And how much more these young boys, the Lord didn't put the fear of his anger on these young boys today, man. They buck wild, they more buck wild than our fathers and them. Uncles and them from the 90s, the 80s and shit, man. So they're gonna be buck ass wild out here, man. Going against, like I said, once again, going against you crackers, man. All in your rich, aristocratic neighborhoods, all right, the plush lawns, Jake gonna roll over that. Then guess what? You niggas gonna get rolled on by Esau. The F-250s, F-150s, they come in your hoods, man. Some with the robes, some with the swastikas, some just business attire, man. All right, blowing you niggas away. You know? It says, so read it again, Zaquan.
It says, "For there shall be sedition among men."
Sedition amongst men, man. There's gonna be a great rebellion amongst men. All right? Keep going.
It says, "and invading one another."
You hear that? Invading one another. You coming into my territory, I go into your territory. All right? And we're just all out getting it on, man.
Yep.
And like the old saying, like we say down here, over there in Afghanistan and Yemen and those Middle Eastern countries, them niggas throw rocks over there. But over here in America, it's more guns than people.
Yeah.
They're gonna be throwing lead over here, man. All right? So if you all woozy, get all queasy when the gun come out, hey, you got some troubled times coming to you, man. Because the gun's gonna come out in those days, man. All right? You see what happened to the Capitol. They rushed the Capitol, man. Them Edomites ready for you niggas, man. And what else happened up there in Buffalo with that white?
Oh yeah, the white dude shooting up. Yeah.
They're ready, man. And they know where to come get you at too. That guy drove 2 hours to go to the biggest hood in Buffalo.
Yeah, just to shoot up Negroes.
Just to shoot up you Negroes, man. These niggas just straight flatline Burma, man. You know? Go ahead. You got some more.
It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes."
Now who are those? They're kings or princes. That's the mayors, the politicians, the big wigs of the cities, man. All right? You got down here, they call it TD, which we know as Latoya Kentrell. They're not gonna regard when shit really hits the fan out here, it really get chaotic.
Yeah.
They're not gonna regard what the hell she got to say, man.
Yeah.
All right, the governor, the mayors, the different top politicians, they're not gonna regard them. Really, they're gonna be out there hunting them because they've been lied to. You see, this what happens when your appetite is touching your back, when the baby is crying, no water, no food, no pampers. People lose it, man. That's a very known fact. That's all throughout different societies. People lose it, and it's gonna lose it here. All right? Yeah, there's some more.
Yeah, it says, They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You hear that? It says the course of their action is going to merely stand in their power. And what's that's going to be? If a man deems you to be put to death, he's gonna put you to death, man. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do, all for the sake of survival. It's gonna be survival of the fittest. You learned that in what science class? The survival of the fittest. That's what's gonna happen out here, man. The survival of the fittest. And guess what? The only ones that are gonna be left standing is the elect, man. All right, a lot of you men, you're gonna die over here. A lot of you women, you black women, you Latino women, you name it, you're gonna be put to death, man. You know?
Yeah, but explain, because they're not gonna be able to stop it. They're not gonna be able to stop it. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna happen, man. And the spoils gonna go to the victor, as they always do. All right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew 24:12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Oh man, that's on time. It says because iniquity is gonna abound. You best believe iniquity is gonna be in full what's the word? Full effect, man. All right? And the love of many gonna wax cold, man. That's your homeboy across the street. Well, when bread and water is not out here, he's gonna be your enemy. All right? Yeah, that's the nigga. He always going to get groceries on the 1st and the 15th. Niggas watching you, man.
Yeah.
That nigga always putting a big screen TV outside. You know, niggas checking your trash, man.
Yeah, seeing shit full. So
Yeah.
it's bobbling
Eating
over.
over there, man. While they over there hungry. You know that sound in your stomach? Making all that noise and shit while he looking at the blinds looking at you. You just bringing bags from the car. Eating and shit, man. Niggas watching.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, in the NLT, or the CSB, it says, because lawlessness will multiply, the love of many shall wax cold. Sin will be rampant everywhere.
Yeah, sin, all our sins gonna be rampant everywhere, man.
Yeah.
All right, people gonna do what the hell they want to do, man. That's why we tell you. All right, if a man wanna commit a wild, heinous act, he gonna do it. Where's 911 gonna be at? Like the elders, the apostle said back then in 08, 09, 010, 911 gonna need 911 in that day, man. You're not gonna be able to just call up 911 and get an answer. Hello? Yes. It's a guy in my house. You got to deal with that nigga. All right? You just got to deal with that nigga, man. Or he gonna deal with you. All right? And then, like I say, through the magic of Esau, he showed you through the first purge, the purges, and those different movies of how the end gonna be, how the collapse is gonna somewhat center around that, man. People gonna lose their goddamn minds out here. They're already cuckoo. They took the jab. All right, they jabbed up 5, 6, 7 times. It is ready to get out here like Skeletor, man. All right, and let loose on you niggas. Go ahead, I got some more.
Nah, that was it out.
Yeah, I got one over here too. This is 2 Ezra 6, and kind of going to what you were saying, 6, well, what the elder was saying earlier. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 24. It says, at this time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Mm-hmm. All right, and it says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. You know, so the point is, it's gonna come a time where friends gonna fight one another like enemies, man. All right, because we had a break of global collapse, economic global collapse, man. All right, and these brothers went into you. You niggas got the Amazon jobs, you got those Fortune 500 jobs. The scriptures tell you that the grind is gonna cease.
Yeah.
All right. The houses that you have, those nice plush houses in the neighborhoods, they're gonna be boarded up. All right. These elites, all right, right with through the spirit of YAHAWASHI is gonna pull the rug up under this place, man. And we told you before that America is going on a big foreclosure. Everything is closing, man. Look at it, over 400. I believe 400 Burger Kings are going out of business, man. They're getting ready to close down Walmart. Walmart, niggas spend their last dollar in Walmart, man, on Capri Suns, all right, on Cheetos and shit. And here it is, they go out of business. All right, you got something? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few.
What's that grinding? You know, that's a slang term among Jake too. I'm on my grind, son. I'm working. The work is gonna cease here in America, man.
Yep.
All right. We just seen what they did over here at Amazon. They just laid a lot of them off, man. Pepsi, and the list goes on. And they got more plans to lay off a lot of you people, man.
Disney laid off a lot of people.
Yeah.
That whole company Tuesday morning, they gone. They about to go close every store.
Yeah. And hey, man, all praise to the Most High, man.
Yeah,
You know,
come on.
Yeah, all praise,
gonna finish already.
yeah, all praise to the Most High for that, man. You know, and that tells to us that this place is gone, man. It's going away. You got some more?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Right. And when it says the keepers of the house shall tremble, that's talking about all these top business, Fortune 500, top dudes that Wall Street, the stock market, they're gonna be trembling.
Yeah.
That's what happened with this with the goddamn COVID-19, man. With, you know what I'm saying? You know, with this pandemic, you know. I'm saying the keepers of the house are trembling, man, because everything was shutting down. You know?
And then they found out to be one of the #1 sectors that have the most highest rate of committed suicide.
Yeah.
Them guys lose it when that market, when the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, all right, all those fashions of business go down. Them niggas gonna take it to the roof,
Yeah.
bridge. They do it all the time. When the beginning of COVID, we seen. I mean, it was like every day it was a video getting put up with somebody swine diving off the building.
Yeah. It wasn't even bad.
Yeah.
It hadn't even did nothing. It was just the beginning.
See a guy walking on the side of the highway. He looked back to the 18-wheeler coming. He just jumped in front. You know, well, they're gonna do it again because of lack of work, man. Because the markets are gone. You know, and like I said, I've been to New York, man. In that area, what they call it, Wall Street, Manhattan area. Man. I've been down there. All the big, you just see guys walking in front of cars and shit. You know, it's on the move, man. But when that happens, you're gonna see grown men cry in anguish. All right, and all you people that's into the crypto world, the Bitcoin world, you're gonna cry too, man. Because the scripture tells you in what it is, Zephaniah.
I got it.
You know, get it. You got it.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawah, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate.
See, there you go. Go ahead.
And a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
And that great crashing of the hills, which we go into time and time again. Those hills that they're talking about is the same diagrams when you look at the Dow Jones, all right, the S&P. You see the diagrams of what? You see hills. And we said that them hills gonna crash, meaning the stock market's gonna crash, man. It's right there in your face. All right? And we, you know, that's for the people who look into things and know what we're talking about. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off.
All you people of Maktesh. And Maktesh was a very known, in the old world, very known spot of trading. It was like the business sector of the old world back then. What's the business sector of the new world that we live in? Wall Street, man. Wall Street. They had a building, they had 2 buildings that they took, 3 buildings took down out there called what? The World Trade Centers. What are they trading? They're trading fiat currencies, money, gold, silver. Those things were being exchanged on a high level. And they tell you that these people that run that world are gonna cry, man. All right, because with the plans of the elites are, they're ushering in a new currency, a new way of doing things. And you've been hearing about it for the last couple of months. The digital currency. All right, Fed now. All right, and when this hit, the most top nation that's gonna get affected is you Jakes, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they've been hearing it for a long time because the prophets of the Lord have been out there, man,
That's right.
telling them that there's going to be a new form of currency, which is that RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast. See, but they're not listening. You see what I'm saying? So they've been hearing it about the digital currency for years and years and years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just that, you know, the Most High blinded 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? All right? Go ahead,
You got some more?
Yeah, I know. Oh,
You want to see?
I got Ecclesiastes still.
Oh, yeah. Finish it up.
It says, and the grinders shall cease because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right. And what's that? Those who look out of the window should be darkened. That's talking about the future of America, man.
Right.
It's no future. We said it, we're gonna say it again down here. A lot of you guys that's into that world want to be the top entrepreneur, the top this and that. You're climbing a burning ladder, my man. There's no future here. It's only one destiny for America, and it's utter destruction, man. I'm talking about being wiped off the map. How can you have a future in that? All right. What's the future in that when the Lord tell you that everything's finna cease, come to a standstill? But you got guys. I mean, you really got guys want to get in that Fortune 500 world, that Hollywood world, man, and make it. All right. And those little coins that you got, it's gonna get snatched from you, man. All right. You're gonna be asked to take the Karagma, the RFID chip, known as the barrier chip, and then the other different names they got for it, man. You're gonna be asked to take that. And a lot of you guys will, man. All right, because on this side you receive your consolation. You feel that this is the only way I can keep what I got. I don't want to go back to the hood. I don't want to be homeless. So they're gonna take that chip, man.
Yeah, you got a lot of Israel guys that call themselves Israelites gonna take that RFID chip.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey man, because remember, it's YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is going to keep us from the hour of temptation,
Right.
which is being tempted to take that RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast. You see what I'm saying? You know, because brothers have had plenty of dreams and visions about that, man. Yeah, how they saw certain Israelites, dudes that was in Israel, being the Israelites, take the RFID chip. You see what I'm saying? For whatever reason, but we know it's YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is going to keep his elect from taking it. That goes for me. That goes for all of us. That goes for the apostles, bishops, elders, and brothers. Okay? All right? The hour of temptation. All right?
Yeah, which is upon us, man.
Yes, it is.
It's upon us, man. That great hour of temptation. Well, we're all gonna be faced with that one of the greatest tests there is, man.
That's
The
right.
test of your faith.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, finish that out. What you got?
When all else fails, when everything do fail these people, whether it be food, water, finances, there's nothing else left to have but faith.
Yeah.
That's why Yahawashi said when he come back, shall I find faith on the earth, man.
Right.
You're gonna need faith, gonna be a damn near weapon in that day, man.
That's right.
All right, a weapon of protection. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
Yeah. No work. Go ahead.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
And as we can see, what happened? The daughter of music was brought low. There's no more R&B. What? Tell me the last R&B thing in the last 5 years. You can't name one, man. The latest rap nigga. You don't know these niggas, man. Them niggas only selling 50,000 records, 100,000 records, and y'all niggas happy about it. Back then, them niggas in the 80s and 90s, they was selling millions.
First week, like 300,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and then after that, they went gold and they went platinum. You know, selling millions of records. Yo.
Now niggas sell 50,000 records, 25,000 records. Y'all have it as a hog and shit. Yeah, then you get killed. You niggas dying at a rapid rate. You know?
Music is supposed to cease the mourning of people.
Right.
It ain't gonna be no music.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be nothing to cope with in that theater where you could get some sound music or something like that to where it's gonna ease the
Ease
situation.
the pain.
Nah,
Right,
that's
right,
done.
right. That's done. That's done.
That's done, man.
It
You got it out.
hasn't been music in a long time. It's
Yeah,
really been nothing but noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nothing but noise. Drill rap is a demonic energy that
Yes.
put out for these niggas that conjure demons on you.
Yes, man.
Like I say, back then in '96 or '96 or so, it's only been really. It was big back then because you seen two guys get killed. You seen Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur get killed. Everybody like, whoa. Now it's a new thing. You niggas dying every week, man.
Yeah.
You know, you niggas is just getting flatlined.
Down at the Waffle House.
Yeah, you know. You got more.
Oh, no, that's the point.
There's a point.
Yeah, but that's why the brothers said the love of many, the love of many shall wax cold. That's even going on to the same very day, you know. The love of many is waxing cold. Why? Because of what's happening in the economy of this fucking place called America, man. So, you know, when jobs get low, you know what I'm saying? When they start cutting back certain programs that the government used to have out there, what's happening, man? People turning cold on each other, man.
Yeah.
You know, but it's going to be increased when the famine comes. It's going to be increased when there's no jobs, when the grinding is ceased. It's going to increase when what? When them women that's having all them kids, they can't feed them kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just going to increase. So people just going to even be more of wax and cold, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be even more robbing and murdering each other. They ain't going to give a shit about it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? They're going to take a guy's grandmother, hit her upside the head with a hammer, take whatever little bit she got, and they're going to step over her, laughing and walk away, man.
Right.
You know? Because America is gradualism. That's what the Apostle Paul brought out about gradualism. Esau is the so-called white man, the wicked international Jewish bankers are gradually breaking this place down, man.
And making you dependent on them.
Right.
On the system, man. All right, and the ones who closely attached to the system is who? Starting first and foremost with black women, man.
Yep.
You're dependent on the system.
Yep.
So guess what? We coming into a time where the system, the same system that you got WIC from, the same system that you got Section 8.
Yeah.
All right. Child support, all these other things. Well, look, Keisha, you've been on this for about going close to 18 years. We need a favor now. What's that? Take this chip. You want to keep this going?
Yep.
You want to keep your benefits? Take this. You gonna have that Jeopardy. A lot of you niggas gonna have that music going on in your head for a couple seconds. Okay, sign me up. Not knowing you just signed yourself away. You can just get destroyed, man. All right? That's what the scripture talks about those who receive benefits. You have not known me.
Yep. Right.
You know? Hey, man, all things are coming to the end. All the bullshit, the games, all right, the fuckery is getting ready to come to the end, man. All right? We happy about it. Like I said, what that comment the dude left on the comment board a while back, nigga said, how can y'all be happy? What he said?
He said, why we happy that the dollar is crashing? We got the dollar, like they saying they happy that the dollar crashed and they use the dollar.
Yeah, you know what you
Make it
nigga.
simple as hell.
Nigga.
Make it simple as hell, man.
He sorry about that shit too.
No, he was dead shit. Like, go back to that. Matthew.
You mind if I bring out a point in Zephaniah?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you read, I'm gonna read it again.
Oh, brother. So I can before you bring that scripture up. Now that simple-minded Negro said, "Why you happy that the dollar's falling?" All right, brother. I just want to bring out one scripture, brother. One scripture, you fellas, just bear with me for a half of a nanosecond. Let me go here. Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. Let me go. No, not Second Ezra, 13th chapter. Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, and the 9th verse. See, this is why we're happy that the dollar's going down. Okay, all right. It says, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It says, no, not 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. 2nd Ezra is, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. This thing is phone be messing with me.
Want me to get it?
Yeah, get it.
This second Ezra 69 says, "For Esau is the end of the world."
Yeah,
Jacob-
there you go. That's it. Esau is the end of the world. See, we know that Esau is a so-called white man, so we know that him bringing in the RFID chip is his downfall. Okay, according to prophecy. All right, because what do the scriptures say? When he's about to fill his belly. Okay, somebody get that for me right quick. And brother, finish reading, Elder. Somebody finish reading. Somebody get that.
In second Ezra 6 and 9, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world."
Esau is a so-called white man, so he's the end of this world. See, this world is going to end when the so-called white man Esau brings in his RFID chip. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob represents you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Latinos, and Native Americans. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's why we're so excited that the dollar, that's why we're so happy that the dollar is going to be taken away and he's going to bring out his what? His RFID chip.
That's right.
Okay? That's why we're so happy, man, because Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of following. And then we going to be in rulership.
Yeah, his downfall is our come up.
Right? His downfall is our come up. Okay, brother, get that?
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits."
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. You see, so when Esau is coming to bring this RFID chip out, which is the mark of the beast mentioned in the book of Revelation 13, chapter 16, verse, go ahead. He shall be in straits, meaning a position of difficulty. Because that's when everything will start falling apart for the so-called white man, for the wicked elite. Via what? This Third World War. Okay? As soon as those Amalekites over there in Israel, okay, go and do war with Iran, guess what? They're going to drag America right into that war. And then what's going to happen? Russia is going to get in that war. China's going to get in that war. And all the other nations are going to get in that war. It's going to be a Third World War, man.
It's pretty much show you that with the BRICS situation.
Yeah, the BRICS situation.
Everybody people taking sides now, man.
Yep.
People really jumping and taking sides. I'm with them. I'm going with them, man. The hell with America.
Mm-hmm.
The hell with the dollar. This is what we rolling with, man. All right.
The BRICS went from what 5? Then you put it in there at 19. Then they got more people except to join them.
Yeah, joining.
It's like this, man.
This shit didn't explode real fast.
Fast, man.
Right. That's why the apostle said it before. When one thing roll out, it's gonna be a domino effect. Shit gonna go quick.
Yeah.
Gonna go real quick, man. And as you see, the nations that pick sides. We're rolling with Russia. We need our own hell the dollar, man. You know? And then, like I said, it is what it is, man. If you can't see that, nigga, while we happy about the dollar collapsing, hey, so be it, man.
Yeah, so be it on him.
Yeah. What the script say, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still, man.
Yeah.
And you blind, nigga, you just stay blind. You ready to die, man. I'm not worried about you niggas, man.
Yeah, that's what the scripture said. What? He's going to plead for the Lord. He's going to plead for his people in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man.
Yeah.
He's pleading for his people. So when this Third World War comes, yo, man, that's good, man. Because Israel's going to be delivered, man. The elected Israel's going to be delivered in that day, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Americans. There, brother.
That's a nigga that's looking back. You know, he's like
he's a nigga that's looking back. Right.
Like that scripture we bring out in Luke, that he's a nigga that's going down for this. He don't want to lose his stuff here in America.
Yeah.
You know, he don't want to lose nothing. That's why he'll say such a thing on the comment board. He get all tight when the men of the Lord are in joy because we see the prophecies are happening, man. That makes a nigga mad, huh?
He's gonna lose it anyway.
Don't lose it, huh?
Hey, brother, but that's something that I don't know it, brother.
You know?
Well, he don't got nothing.
For
He
real.
don't want to know nothing.
For real. Yeah.
No, Jake ain't got nothing making a
That
comment
nigga
like
working
that.
at McDonald's, man.
Yeah.
Nigga sound like this. A nigga make a comment like that. He sound like a nigga that go to trash out.
Yeah.
Or maybe you sound like a degreaser type nigga, man.
Yeah.
You just degree shit in there. He's gonna let you cook off your cash register, nigga. Yeah.
He's like the back of the store.
Yeah, he a pressure washer type of nigga.
Yeah, right.
Going out the back door all day.
Yeah, man. Bullshit, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jake don't have dollars, but worried about the dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
For real.
You always got some dollar sign nickname.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Goddamn
Yeah,
niggas.
this is Job 20 and 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
yeah, in a position of difficulty. Go ahead.
Every hand of the wicked, which is the laborers, shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him."
Yeah. And what's that? He's ready to fulfill that new world order, man.
Yeah, baby.
And that's been on the thoughts of these elites from the beginning. Since they established America, since they brought Christopher Q Ball and all them goddamn criminals over here, they've been set forth to bring in that new world order, man. Establishing full control of the whole world, making everybody cattle, man. Goryim. All right? And like my man, I believe they killed him. Aaron Russo said, man.
Oh, yeah, Aaron Russo. Yeah, Aaron Russo.
What is the goal? End goal is the chip everything.
Yep. I said it. Go. Yep.
Give me that in Galatians, I believe it's Galatians 6.
I got one for you.
Galatians 6, and let me get
A
it.
little bit more on this.
Go ahead.
It says, "When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating."
Yeah. Why even it's full blown in the midst of trying to establish it, man.
New World Order. That's right. That's when he gonna be. That's when he gonna be taken down, man.
Yeah.
That's when YAHAWASHI is coming to deliver his elect, man, and bring that nuclear war, that third world war, that nuclear war, man, to destroy this fucking place, America. So yeah, man, the elect men of YAHAWAH is happy, man, that this dollar's going down, brother. The more and more hell happens in this place, the more closer we are to the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
It says, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through."
What's the iron weapon? What's the bull of steel? The ICBM nuclear missile, man. All right. The real peacemaker. All right. All right. And it's coming for the heads you Edomites, man. All right. Via Russia, China, NATO, your own mother, Britain. It's going to send nukes over here to wipe your ass off the map, man. All right.
Beast shall hate the whore and burn her refined.
Yep.
Yep. You go to her is referring to America. The beast is referring to NATO and the EU.
Yep.
It says, "It is drawn and cometh out of the body."
What's the body? The silos, man. Which when you go throughout the scriptures, the missiles have many names. They have the missile, it's the arrow, it's called a horrible star or star,
Glittering sword.
the glittering sword, the flying serpent. It's many names. All right, but those it's coming out of the body. It's coming out of those silos from the ground, man, or wherever else. Esau got them on all type of places, man. You know, submarines, you name it. But they come in to bring forth the destruction. Go ahead.
It says, "It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him."
Oh yeah, terrors are born. You know.
I could just add real quick to back up what the elder was saying earlier. The souls of the just are complaining, asking how, Lord. He was saying these things have to happen first. Prophecy has to happen. So when you look at this Job 20, it's like, okay, the economic collapse is going to happen, then the missiles. Lord not going to destroy this place before the MOT.
Right. That's right.
It's the order of the prophecy.
Yeah, the order of the prophecy, man. You're not going to jump no steps, man.
Yep. That's right.
See, the Lord got plans of bringing this man down to the break of his knees, man, and then he's gonna waste him. He's gonna straight, get rid of him, man.
But he's gonna bring Esau up to his highest wickedness, his highest wickedness, which is that RFID chip. And once he does that, that's it, man. Once he brings the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right, and then once he the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and once he come against the men of the Lord,
that's it, man.
That's it for this devil.
No, you gotta go.
Yeah, and then once he comes against the men of the Lord, it's a wrap for Esau, man. So yes, please bring in your RFID chip, make it mandatory as soon as possible, so we can get the F up out of here.
Hey,
Man.
boy, that's why we be happy about shit like that.
Yeah.
Why are you disturbed? Why are you mad at us? Because we happy. You know what I'm saying? God damn. What you about to say that?
Hey, just to add to the elder, basically how the Lord is going to judge him for bringing that chip forward if he never do it.
Right.
So
right.
the Lord won't want to charge him with that. So he have to commit it. Like he gonna let him commit it so he can what? Charge him of it. So he can judge him for it. You know? And the fullness, it need to come to his full. Which right here, this is Job. You got something? This is Job 5:12. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right. And that's that new world order, man.
Yep.
All right. Which we in the first stages of it right now, man. All right. We in the first stages of the new world order. All right. The first stage of that full-blown police state, man. But that's what's coming next too. All right. You thought the C-19 lockdown was something. You ain't seen shit, man.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing.
These devils are gonna full-blown lock this place down. 24-hour lockdown. Stay in your home. What the hell? The information I brought out a couple of months back. They said they gonna give you 3 days to be outside.
15-minute cities.
And 15-minute cities, man. If you don't get inside,
You gotta ride your bike.
they're gonna tear your ass up, man. You know, helicopters going with the big spotlights patrolling. Any looters, anybody get caught outside, they gonna kill you, man.
Like the movie Code 8.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
So Code 8, when they own everybody, it's gonna be a police state.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's gonna police everything.
Right. We already there because what happens when you go into these major cities on the outskirts of these cities, you got average everyday police officers looking like what? Military soldiers, man. Helmets, cameras, they got the full gear. They're not even carrying Glocks anymore. They're carrying ARs, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know, assault rifles and shit. While they patrolling, man. Squad cars, they got MRAPs and shit. So they ready. They can put it in you people's face. They just need to do it. Just hit the button. Call the green light, man. All right, and you can't say that they can't do it because just with the so-called Boston bombing, you know how big Boston is, man. They shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Like this. Okay, it's easy. It's an easy thing to do, man. Then you got Project Zypher that's been going on. You wonder why your lights are turning off? Oh, yeah, shut down the lights for 2 hours, an hour. Now they doing that shit to get you in the emotion of, oh, the lights just went out. And then they're gonna come at nighttime and like people that talk like us, they're gonna try to come and snatch us up, man. They'll never be seen anymore. It's already in motion, you guys.
It's funny you talk about that. I just received a message yesterday saying that my light's gonna be cut off tomorrow on Thursday from 7 to 12 o'clock. I just received that. Yeah. I just received that. They say to help the lights not go off for further, like in the future. Like they basically it's not for construction or nothing, just so this wouldn't happen futuristically.
Why I want to say, to preserve.
I'm gonna show it to you, bro.
Yeah.
Preserve the energy grid.
That happened to us out there in Georgia. The damn lights went out for a couple of hours too. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, brother. So that's happening. That's happening.
I know that they took the video down. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
but
Issa, shit about that.
We're gonna get out of here in a little bit too, man.
Yeah, but it says in the NLT, it says he frustrates the plans of the schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed.
Yeah. That the work of their hands of the new world order don't succeed, man. All right. And you're not gonna accomplish that new world order at all, man.
You're not.
All right.
You're not gonna crown with success your enterprise.
Right. And see, the brother also, why you look for that, he can jump back to that Galatians. You know, this is why. Galatians tells it all. But why are you trying to do that? Jump to the Galatians reference. We get that.
Yeah, I know what you're going to the mark in our body, because if he perform his enterprise, that means the elect men gonna have to what? Get it. Because he gonna rule everything.
Right.
That means they gonna get it, which gonna upset biblical prophecy that they're not gonna get it. So yeah, you got it. But this scripture proves that.
This is Galatians 6 and 17. From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord YAHAWASHI.
Go ahead, go get Mark.
And this is Mark, which should be familiar in the Strongs for Galatians 6 and 17, G4742. Stigma, which in the outline of biblical usage of Mark pricked in, or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what masters or generals they belonged to, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the tokens of their gods.
One more time, bahasham.
God. This is a stigma, which is the same chai-size stigma in Revelation 13 and 18. G4742 stigma. Mark, I'm gonna get the root word first. From a primary stizo to stick, i.e. prick.
Yeah, the stick, the prick, because you got charagma, which is the actual mark of the beast. Then you got stigma, the stizo, which is the actual, basically like the syringe, man. The thing that you actually prick. You prick and put under the skin. All right? But go ahead.
Hammer, so to speak, to put that digital awl in you.
You got grapho. I think it's grapho.
Yeah, that's the root.
That's the root. Basically, like that's the information of the service.
Yeah.
That's gonna be put on those
Biometrics.
biometric part of the chip, man. They got all your information. It links you back to the system. All right, go ahead.
In the outline of biblical usage for stigma, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body.
On the right hand, go ahead.
To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name,
Right.
or the stamp of their master or commander.
The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Fords. They want to make you their slaves. They want to make you their cattle, man. Then what you do, you have and they still do today. You have farms, and you got large amounts of calves and animals. You brand them with the emblem of your farm, your name on them. Or you put the tag, you prick the ears and you put a tag on it, man. Earrings, yeah. You know, this is what you do, man. This is my slave. They did it up and down here. You know, when we always go to the Florida Lease. The Florida Lease was a sign of, it was a slave, a white supremacy slave sign of a runaway. So that's what Esau want to do to the whole population of the world. They want to make them their slaves, man. Go ahead.
You mind if I read Revelation 13 and 17 real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Back in stigma, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies.
Cut into their bodies. What's going to happen with the chip is going to go in the body, man. All right, in your right hand. All right. Or with the forehead, it's going to go up your nostrils, man. All right, and like I said, we did it before. Went into Neuralink. All right, with what's his name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
They got another one like BlackRock something, which already is implanting BCIs or brain computer interfaces. They've done it to like 50 people already with different health ailments. And then you got another company called Synchron, who's also put those brain computer interfaces in people. Bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods.
Right. Right. And guess what? A lot of you gonna do it again, man. All right. We get a couple of more then we get out of here. We got the
You put
The other one on Twitter. Okay.
You got some? Yeah, we just probably ended on y'all too.
Oh, no, brother. I got one more.
Okay. Got Spirit got off on us.
No, you
Okay, good. All right, this is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Yeah, and that devil is being Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, he's not some mythical creature with a pitchfork.
It's actual a man on this earth roaming the streets right now. If you go out there outside your door, you see a cracker, and that's the devil, man. You know, and he's got this plan, you know, to come down on Israel, man. You fucking knuckleheaded so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And I go on, it says, having great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So yeah, this devil, he know the prophecies. He knows he's getting close to YAHAWASHI coming back, you know? So he's gonna put all hell on Israel up until to that point, man. You know, and a damn thing you niggas gonna be able to do about it. You know, that's outside this truth.
I got a scripture back you up.
Mm-hmm.
This is Acts chapter 10, verse 38. This is now, it says, how Yahweh anointed YAHAWASHI of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil. From Yahweh was with him. Now, who was the devil back then? The Roman Empire. All right. So who was the Romans today? The so-called white man. All right. And they said he was oppressed of the devil. So that's another scripture that shows you he was called the devil, man. All right. You're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan on earth, man. You know, and when you go into it, some of you brothers been around for a couple of years, and we always ask that question on the block. Tell me one thing good that the white man has done good on earth. And they go to the straight Jeopardy music, man. Every time you can't name it. Even of their own people. You ask either my hey, tell me one thing that people done good on earth. Well, you know, that's a good thing. That's a good question. Because you can't, man. But if we go into tell me some evil shit you've done, it is a laundry list of things, man. To the heavens, man. You got some?
A whole video, but it's in paragraphs.
Yeah, that's something I was looking for. And you
I bookmarked that.
Yeah.
It's a whole video, but just transcripted.
Yeah, read that real because like I said, we like to back up what we say, man. We prove all things. So this is, you know, the brothers went into his lights going off, and we're talking about how you know what they're doing, man. Right, leading up to the collapse of society, and then to come up against the elect. So read that's a transcript of the video they took down. Or Project Zypher.
First they talk about Project Pogo, which these two projects work in tandem with each other. Project Pogo is about YouTube gatekeepers. They are all agents. They are all paid to put out truthful information so that they can tag, track, and ID the people that are watching the videos, giving them likes and giving them comments. They are tracking all of it. Now, Project Zypher is a different project, and that's what I'll talk about in a bit. That's the second stage here that's coming up, and that is the termination. They're going to exterminate these people, whether it is tag them for anti-Shemitic speech, charge them with crimes, eliminate them completely. And this is where I'll talk about it in documents where they talk about guillotines, viral attacks, pestilences, targeted, how they are going to eliminate these people without too much suspicion, without too many people noticing. And Project Zypher has changed. In the beginning, they had been talking. They were talking a lot about, okay, we're going to infect these people with a pestilence that imitates the flu pestilence. They are going to eliminate them in various ways that would not be suspicious. In the documents that I have now from 3 months ago, they are saying the amount of people they have to eliminate is too large. It's too many. We're talking about millions of Americans. And this is where we see their plans are changing. And they are going to initiate something that is devastating and that is extremely frightening. And based on what I can see in the documents, we're talking about power outages along with a purge. They're going to come in, they're going to take you out of your home, and they're going to put you into a military vehicle or whatever, a van, drive you away and place you into a camp.
Because these pestilence and particular things, it's not killing the people fast enough, right? Because it's like they're having more and more children. So they're going to have to do something that takes out what? A whole mass majority of people, man. They tired of just killing a few of them all. Like, this is not working. Okay, you get a couple 100,000 there, a few thousand, maybe a million. That's not enough, man. They going to bring in their hammer. You got to go.
The hammer of the earth broken.
Yeah.
We're going to hammer the earth. It's talking about America.
That's right.
And that devil shall come down in great wrath.
We got it right here. We got it right here. Like, yeah, just saying that.
Hey, get it real fast. Well, before we continue, we're gonna go some more, then we're gonna get you, we'll end it on you.
No, brother, I got a scripture.
Oh, yeah, you will.
I got one.
Cut that.
I got one more, brother.
Yeah, go ahead, bring that scripture up real fast.
Bring it back up.
Yeah.
Okay, this Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Wait, hold on. I can say rejoice. We're not supposed to be happy. You said.
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, brother, yeah, we're supposed to rejoice, man.
Yeah. You know? But the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Yeah.
So yeah, this cracker gonna be pissed, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He's pissed now because the truth has come out. The skirt of the so-called white man has been risen, first and foremost by the prophets of the Lord, man. Exposing this devil, man, on all fronts with this Bible, man. This two-edged sword. All right? All right. That's it.
A little bit more. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And this devil know it. He know that the powers of the YAHAWASHI is going to basically take all power and rulership from him, man. So this devil is going on a kamikaze mission. He's going to take a lot of you with him, man.
Yeah,
You know he's going out, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, I'll go back to that. You finish that off.
On a highway to hell. It is a very, very big operation that they are planning. It's millions of Americans. They will do it under the cover of night, under the cover of blackness, during one of these planned blackouts.
That's why these roll-out blackouts been happening all throughout the cities, throughout playing, man. And then getting you used to them happening, so you think it's just something normal.
Something normal, right.
All right, just like they do, they show you all these military vehicles. They put all the fucking soldiers at the NBA games, NBA and NFL games sitting on the sideline. You niggas is used to seeing the military people, man. All the while they just massaging it in to when they go, they move. Go ahead.
The blackouts are based on documents. I'm just looking at it right now. They have a 3-day blackout. They have a nationwide blackout that lasts 2 days, and a lot of localized blackouts, local areas.
Local area.
So it is a whole series of blackouts that they are going to do, and of course it will be blamed on all kinds of things.
That's also a prelude to them EMPs they gonna come with, man.
Yeah.
So when they gonna shut the whole grid down,
Yeah.
not an area,
Right.
the whole
Grid.
section.
Right.
Half the America gonna be cut off, man. You gotta go.
And they've been doing that dumb shit down here with energy, saying, "Oh, it was a cat on
Yeah.
it was a cat in one of the rafters. Oh, it was rain. What the fuck? You know? But that's what they tell you people. They tell you people any goddamn thing. You know they tell you the truth. They tell you any goddamn thing. You believe it any goddamn way. You know?
Ooh, real quick. And you know that Edomite, Dennis Quaid, just came out with a documentary called Grid Down, Power Up. The film outlines the risk and consequences of a U.S. power grid going down, leaving the nation without electricity for an extended period of time.
What's that gonna do? The same thing we went into. It's gonna bring all the freaks, goblins, and goons out, man. When that shit happen, the wildest niggas gonna get let out in these streets, man, having their way when the lights go off, man. The freaks gonna come out.
Prisons gonna be.
Yeah.
Prisoners gonna be released.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
And all the Tukey Williams is gonna be running
That's right.
And like I said, you skeezers, you gonna get snatched up too.
Oh man, easy. That's light work, man.
Yeah, that's all.
That's light work. That's light work.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be on, man. You see, it's all about order out of chaos, man. These devils gonna bring the chaos in order to get the order out of you. People gonna be begging for martial law. You're gonna be begging for the people to step in, man. All right, that's the end of it more.
There's a little bit more.
All right.
They might blame it on Iran or what? North Korea, which they say has those EMP satellites rotating in orbit around the U.S. China with Russia with a cyber attack, an EMP. I have seen that mentioned in the documents. They have already prepared the people for this. There are going to be more blackouts that are already predictive programming. So we may see more of this as we go on. As far as I can tell from Project Zypher, they are planning this next year and the year after 2020, 2021, because it's an older document. But what did they talk about it preceding the blackouts? Pestilences taking out people. And what happened? 2020, 2021. So if that happened and the next stage is the blackouts, then what's the next stage?
Roll up on your ass, man.
That's it.
Yeah, all of you Alex Jones fanatics, you're gonna get snatched up.
They mentioned
All right.
him and Pogo.
Oh, you Stable 777. You that nigga.
He paid off.
Yeah.
I'll put Alex Jones inside.
Oh yeah.
Where did Alex Jones inside?
David Ice, what his name is?
David
Icke.
Icke.
Yeah.
David Icke.
And what that movie is, EMP 2023.
Oh yeah.
That you told us get on. What is EMP 220 some days?
Yeah.
It's something like that. It's like under the Tubi movie. But the thing is about the EMPs, they cut the water off after that.
Hey,
Like-
why? The water, a lot of these major cities, just like down here, the water running on electric grids.
Yeah, great.
They run on electric grids.
Yeah.
So
So
that,
turbines and shit.
that goes with it.
And what's to say back in 2nd Ezra 6 and 24, and in 3 hours the fountain shall not run.
Yeah. Because over here, this brother stayed right across from the shit, man. People that run the water, these motherfuckers got machines down here that's old as World War II. The machines was built in World War II. She got fucking wood pipes in the ground, man.
Yeah.
So there's nothing what happened yesterday? It flooded. That shit,
Yeah.
the turbines don't work. They be shutting off. That's why that brother here, hey man, they get hurricane season, they better get the hell out of New Orleans. And we learned last year, the grids went down for 5 days, man. These
The lights
niggas
was off a week.
hey man, these niggas was buck wild out here. Going in people's houses and shit. They had the arrows on top of the roof.
Yeah.
With shotguns and shit, trying to protect their shit, man. But that's gonna be even more on a lower scale. Nah, you finished that, right?
You brought up Alex Jones and all these other characters out here.
Yeah.
This is a part of the first project, Project Pogo. One really interesting aspect of all this is that the gatekeeper channels and the shield channels, typically these will be disinfo channels.
We are change all those little different channels, man. Even your man Richie from Boston and shit. Go ahead.
AMTV with Christopher Green.
Vice.
TNT. Go ahead.
Disinfo channels like AJ, Alex Jones, for example, has been a long time disinfo Z-Ionist channel. Very, very active in deflecting people away from Z-Ioism. Alex Jones talks about everything, but he never talks about the small hats. So this is an active disinfo channel that has been around forever.
And we always say, like we say down here, the people that you can't talk about shows you who's in control. You can't talk about the small hats. You can't talk about the transformers, man, or the switch hitters. All right, or the new alphabet boys and girls. So they tell you who's running shit. Go ahead.
Now I'm going to talk about it. What is the purpose of this whole operation? And the purpose of this is to put out truthful channels to attract people to them. They call it tag, track, and ID. So what does that tell you? They want to tag you, they want to track you, and they want to identify who you are. If you are watching these channels, if you are informed, if you are awake on these issues, they want to tag you, they want to track you, and they want to know exactly who you are. To do what? Go into Project Zypher, come and round you up in the black of night in a military vehicle and throw you in some torture camp somewhere.
Yeah, and chip your ass.
Yeah.
With the RFID chip. Let's just get to the root of the matter.
Yeah.
All that's being done so they can put that RFID chip in you, man.
Yeah.
That's all that's culminating to one thing, putting that RFID chip in you, which is the mark of the beast. There.
You were done, right?
Yeah.
And you had one. Yeah.
Oh, you done? You got a scripture? You want to? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got this. You got something you want to bring up?
No.
Okay, yeah, I got a scripture right here.
You had somebody, and you ain't had that no more. Right? So we didn't know you for.
Okay, brother. All right. Just I know it was a while ago when the dude said, "Why your happy dollars going by?" There's a whole lot of scriptures about being happy. All right. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. I just want to bring this one scripture out. This is Psalms 137, and 9. No, Psalms 1 said I saw that one. Psalms 150, Psalms 130, Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, which is America, okay, who ought to be destroyed, because America's going to be destroyed by them nuclear missiles, all right? By YAHAWASHI coming down, he's coming on that giant-sized chariot, shooting the laser out of it, along with Michael Archangel and the other angels with the other chariots, which is so-called white men call them unidentifiable aerial phenomenons, or, you know what I'm saying, UFOs, okay? Unidentifiable flying objects. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. So America's going to be destroyed. Happy shall he be. Oh, wait a minute. What are you talking about? It says, happy shall he be. YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. How did you serve the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? You served us with rape, robbery, and murder and slavery, man. Okay? It says, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee. And how are you going to be rewarded?
I got it right here.
There you go. Bring it out.
Going into the being happy too. This is Revelation 18 and 17. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city like unto this great city? All right, and it says, and they cast dust upon their heads, all right, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by the reason of her causelessness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Now, that's the point. Rejoice over her, thou heavens, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High has avenged you on her.
Hey, there you go. There you go. I want to leave this off. This is for you to, they like to take down videos and so forth, because the word of YAHAWAH bahasham is coming out. 9th verse, Psalms 137 and 9. Happy shall he be, all right, the elect men of the Lord, YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Okay? So you can take down the video for that scripture. That's talking about how Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the kingdom of heaven is going to be doing to your little ones. Okay? And you know what little ones is talking about. All right? Babies, little kids. All right? And dash them against the stones. Because that's what you did to the nation of Israel. Alligator bait, so-called black man, black woman, West Indian Haitians, you Latinos, man, you had them in mines digging up gold, silver, diamonds and pearls and rubies and emeralds and sapphires, man. You had them pearl diving in a cold sea, man. You know what I'm saying? You split the pregnant Taino woman's stomach open. You Spaniards, you conquistadors, the so-called white man, when he took over Spain and he came over to the Western Hemisphere on this side to the Americas, used to split their stomach open and stomp on the baby, man. Pregnant women's stomachs open and stomp on the baby and feed them to ravenous dogs. Okay? All right? So guess what? It's coming back on you, but it's coming back on you double. And with that, when you've been edified, Shalawam.
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 Shalom.